If you've ever wondered if what's on your plate could help you fight disease, boost energy, and quite literally bring your body back to life, then you are in the right place. Today's story is steeped in health wisdom from one of the leading voices in nutritional science, Dr. William Li. A physician, researcher, and author, Dr. Li has devoted his life to uncovering how food can be used as medicine. His work bridges the gap between ancient healing knowledge and modern medical breakthroughs, guiding people to nourish their bodies in ways that support healing and vitality. He's known not just for his groundbreaking research, but for making that science understandable and practical for everyday life. Whether you're dealing with a health challenge, supporting someone you love, or simply trying to live your best life, the insights in this video can meet you right where you are. Dr. Li's approach isn't about restriction or fear. It's about abundance. It's about choosing foods that work for you, foods that speak your body's language and activate your natural defense systems. His belief is simple but powerful. Your body is designed to heal, and the right foods can help it do just that. And to bring this to life today, we're sharing the inspiring journey of a man named Benjamin, who is now 80 and full of life. His story is a living testament to what is possible when you eat with purpose and trust your body's capacity to heal. Benjamin's journey started about a decade ago when he received a diagnosis that shook him to his core. It was a kind of wake-up call, not just about his health, but about how he was living. At the time, Benjamin admits, he wasn't paying much attention to what he ate. Processed foods, sugary treats, and long periods without movement were his norm. But when faced with the prospect of major health decline, something inside him shifted. He began to ask a different set of questions. What if food could do more than just fill him up? What if it could fuel recovery? That's when he discovered Dr. William Li. He came across an interview online where Dr. Li spoke about how the body has 5 key defense systems and how certain foods can activate them. The one that stuck out to Benjamin most was angiogenesis, the process through which the body creates new blood vessels. Dr. Li explained that cancer relies on feeding itself by growing its own blood supply. But here's the part that amazed Benjamin. Certain foods can help starve those blood vessels, essentially cutting off cancer's fuel. It was the first time he had ever heard of something so empowering. He dug deeper. He learned about other systems too, like stem cell regeneration, DNA protection, the gut microbiome, and immunity, and how they all work together to support healing and resilience. It was eye-opening to realize that these weren't isolated parts of the body, but a network of defense systems that communicate and support one another. He read about how stem cells can help regenerate damaged tissues, and how the foods you eat can influence whether those stem cells stay dormant or get activated. He also learned that the gut microbiome isn't just about digestion. It affects your mood, your immunity, and even how well your body absorbs nutrients. DNA protection fascinated him most, especially the idea that some foods could help shield his genetic material from damage and even support repair. This wasn't about a miracle cure. It was about giving the body what it needed to do what it was already designed to do. Benjamin started making small changes. At first, it was as simple as adding more green tea to his mornings and swapping out sugary cereals for steel-cut oats with berries. He added a sprinkle of ground flax seeds and a handful of walnuts, which he found out were rich in omega-3s, supporting inflammation control and brain health. He also began using cinnamon for its blood sugar regulating properties and swapped dairy milk for unsweetened almond milk, noticing it sat better in his stomach and felt lighter overall. As he began to feel better, Benjamin grew more curious. He began eating more mushrooms, especially cooked shiitake and maitake, even though they weren't his favorite, after learning they had immune-boosting compounds. He reminded himself that not every food had to be a treat. Some were chosen for their deep, lasting benefit. Eventually, he began to enjoy the earthy, savory taste, especially when he sautéed them with garlic and thyme. He discovered that the vibrant color of tomatoes meant they were loaded with lycopene, which helped fight abnormal cell growth. So he made it a point to eat them regularly, especially cooked, since he learned that heat actually increases lycopene availability. And one of his favorite discoveries: pomegranate. That ruby red fruit became a staple in his diet, rich in antioxidants and full of flavor. He'd toss the juicy seeds into salads, yogurt, or eat them plain as a refreshing snack. Sometimes he even blended the juice into a smoothie with spinach and banana for a tart, sweet boost. The variety kept things interesting, and he loved that each food on his plate had a purpose beyond taste. It was part of his healing toolkit. One of Benjamin's favorite meals became a simple bowl of lentils cooked with garlic, turmeric, and a splash of extra virgin olive oil. He would top it with sautéed spinach and roasted cherry tomatoes, adding a pinch of crushed red pepper for warmth. It was comforting, nourishing, and deeply satisfying. It felt like real food, food that cared for him back. As Dr. Lee often says, every bite you take is a chance to make your body stronger or weaker. That one sentence stuck with Benjamin like a mantra. And so, this way of eating didn't feel like a punishment. It felt like an invitation. An invitation to live more fully, to wake up with more energy, and to know that he was doing something deeply kind for himself every single day. He didn't overhaul everything at once. He took one step and then another. That's something you can do too. What's one food you can start adding today that brings your body nourishment and strength? Let us know in the comments, because your ideas could help someone else on their journey. Benjamin also began focusing on fermented foods, something Dr. Lee highlights as crucial for gut health. He started including small amounts of kimchi, kefir, and plain Greek yogurt into his routine. The difference in his digestion and energy surprised him. He felt lighter, not just physically, but mentally too. His sleep improved. He found himself thinking more clearly. These were subtle changes at first, but over time, they became the foundation of a new way of living. It's worth noting that Benjamin didn't do this alone. He leaned on his community. He talked to his doctor, shared meals with friends, and even started a small neighborhood potluck where everyone brought a dish inspired by healing foods. That connection helped him stay inspired and accountable. One of the most beautiful parts of his story is that his shift toward health ended up inspiring others around him too. Dr. William Lee emphasizes the power of not just what we eat, but how we eat. Eating mindfully, with gratitude, with an awareness of where food comes from, can change your relationship to nourishment. Benjamin began to take his meals outside when the weather was nice, enjoying the sunshine and fresh air. He slowed down, chewed more, and paid attention to how food made him feel. Meals became moments of peace, not rushed obligations. And he didn't need complicated recipes or fancy ingredients. Many of his favorite meals were simple: a handful of blueberries with dark chocolate, a salad of arugula and avocado with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon, roasted carrots with a sprinkle of cumin, or a hearty soup made from beans, onions, garlic, and if these foods were accessible and affordable. Most importantly, they were delicious. The cumulative effect of these changes was not only visible in his energy and mood, but also in his medical follow-ups. While we always recommend working closely with your healthcare provider, Benjamin's story is a reminder that what you put on your fork matters. It's not about perfection. It's about making consistent, loving choices. So how can you begin applying Dr. Lee's wisdom in your own life? Maybe you start by choosing green tea over soda. or you swap white bread for a slice of whole grain. Maybe you add half a cup of cooked broccoli to dinner or finish your day with a piece of dark chocolate. These small steps build into powerful shifts. You don't have to change everything overnight. You just need to take the next right step for you. Have you tried any of the foods mentioned today? What's one meal you love that also supports your health? Share it in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And if this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video so it can reach others who might need it. Your support truly helps build a community around shared knowledge and encouragement. Dr. William Li's work continues to evolve, and he remains a trusted voice in helping people make sense of nutrition science. His books and talks are filled with stories like Benjamin's people who embraced food not just for flavor, but for function. And what makes Dr. Li's message so powerful is its hopefulness. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. Your next meal can be a step toward healing. So wherever you are in your journey, whether you're just beginning or you've been on this path for a while, know that you are not alone. There is a community of people choosing to live with intention, supporting one another, and leaning into what works. Food can be more than fuel. It can be medicine, joy, connection, and a catalyst for change. Thank you for being part of this conversation. If you found value in this video, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue to share stories and insights that empower and inspire. And most importantly, share this with someone who might need it today. When we share wisdom, we build bridges. And when we walk this journey together, healing doesn't feel so far away.